Hello everyone, Josh here with Exis, and today we're going to be talking about some of these notes that we got here from the CEO of Vic Game Studios, Jae Young Choi, and the release schedule that they're hoping for with the global launch of Black Clover Mobile. Spoiler alert, just to save you guys and gals a little bit of time, they are pushing the global launch back yet again. I have no idea what is going over there, what's going on with Vic Game Studios and of course Garena, their global publisher. I was completely against them choosing Garena as a global publisher from day one. I still stand by that today. Garena is just a terrible publisher. I don't know why they chose to go with them. I don't know if they were the only ones that were willing to take this game on for global. If there was some kind of licensing issues with some other companies that just couldn't be asked to do it, maybe they were the highest bidder, maybe they were willing to pay the most to the development team in the revenue cuts. I don't know the situation, but it is unfortunate that is, at the moment at least, the global publisher that we're going to be stuck with. So I don't know if that's kind of playing into the issue with, pushing global launch back, but we're going to go ahead and go through some of these notes here. Don't forget to, of course, follow us on Twitter at Exis Media. Oh boy. Now, we do have some news about a soft launch coming soon, though. I believe it's going to be in August, but we'll get to that here in a little bit. I'm Jae Young Choi, CEO of Vic Game Studio. I sincerely appreciate your support for the global launch of Black Clover Mobile. I don't think they really do. We have diligently made ongoing modifications and improvements since the Korean and Japanese launches 2 months ago. Yes, 2 months ago. Now, this is for a game that was meant to be launched globally last year. Last year, ladies and gentlemen. This game has been pushed back so much to the point I'm not even sure how many players are even going to be sticking around by the time global launch drops. I mean, they're still probably going to do well because Black Clover just had their movie obviously launch on Netflix, which was a pretty decent movie. Kind of a filler in my opinion, but still a pretty decent movie. The animation was as best as you're ever going to see Black Clover probably reach, especially if you've only watched the anime. But there's probably going to be still a little bit of hype for the game just because of the IP that it carries. Black Clover is still a very popular manga and anime. So I can still see the game still doing well, but it could have probably done a lot better if they would have, released global launch when they were supposed to. The game was kind of at its peak in terms of like marketability, in my opinion, just a few months ago. Around March and April, I feel like that's when everybody was like really gung-ho and very interested in seeing the release of the game. Ever since then, it's kind of like really died down, especially with the fact that the Korean and Japanese release happened 2 months ago when people have already got in, started playing the game a little bit, and they already made whatever remarks that they have, whatever feedback that they wanted to have for the game, and deciding if they want to continue to play, if it's something they're looking forward to on global launch, all that good stuff and more. Just a lot of people already kind of just understand what they're going to be getting from the game, so it kind of killed a little bit of the hype, in my opinion. But anyways, while we are pleased with the game's progress, we recognize the need for thorough preparations before the global launch. How much preparation do you need? Oh my goodness. We are working hard to enhance the global build and ensure effective localization for the global market. Funny thing is, CBT was in English, and I played it. That's why I always felt that it was a bit weird. The game launched officially in non-English. But whatever. Now we are incorporating feedback from the global closed beta test. Wow, that was so long ago. And the feedback we'd be giving you is from an older build of the game that had a lot of, issues that, from what I could tell, a lot of it was changed or resolved in the launch for Korean and Japanese version. So why are you just now taking that feedback from a much older version of the game that players only had a limited amount of time to play in the first place? We only got to play the game for like a week. There wasn't too much we were able to do, and now you're going to use that particular feedback for the global launch after you've already released Korean and Japanese? I don't understand the logic behind this company and what they're doing here. It doesn't make any sense. We understand waiting can be challenging, but we ask for your understanding as we aim to deliver a polished game as an enjoyable experience. So you're telling me that the Japanese and Korean version of the game aren't polished? So if you're a Japanese or Korean player, you should feel very disgusted right now because the CEO of Vic Game Studios just said that they basically just delivered you a non-polished version of the game. Am I following along correctly here, or what is going on here? Something is getting lost in the sauce. I don't understand. Before the global launch, we will conduct a soft launch in Canada in August, which we will definitely be playing, obviously. This will help us ensure server stability and validate the game's localization for the global service while tailoring it to suit the playstyles of global users. If the soft launch progresses smoothly, we will strive to release the game globally as quickly as possible. To express our gratitude for your support, we plan to provide 10 summon tickets to all players upon the global launch of Black Clover Mobile. We're going to need a little bit more than that because obviously we're going to be wanting to do some re-rolling. We should also have the pre-registration rewards on top of that. So I'm assuming that's 10 summon tickets on top of the pre-registration rewards. I'm hoping that's the case. We will share the latest news and updates through various social networks specific to each region. Thank you for your support, and we look forward to greeting you again soon. Best regards, Jae-Young Choi, CEO of Vic Game Studios. Is there anything else here? FAQ. Question 1. Why is global version being delayed? Is it due to publishing rights and copyright issues? We can assure you that there are no issues regarding publishing rights and copyrights for the global release. Yeah, you say that, but we're talking about Garena here, who very much had those two issues and other issues with Riot Games not too long ago when they were trying to publish League of Legends. So, I'm not so sure I believe that. The reason for the delay is that after discussing it with the developer, both parties agreed that we need more thorough preparation for the global launch to provide players with an optimal gaming experience. Hence, these optimizations require time so we can delay the global version to provide you with a better experience. What are the changes for global version? Regarding the global version, the following adjustments have been confirmed. Adjusting the difficulty of certain levels to enhance the overall smoothness of the gaming experience. Reducing the grind in the game so the players don't have to constantly grind. So again, this brings me back. So what are you doing in the JP and Korean version of the game? Are they going to have these same quality of life changes? Or do they just get a subpar version and global just gets the benefit? I don't understand what they're saying here. I'd assume, as a consumer, no matter what region I'm a part of, if you're releasing a game, I'm expecting it to be, more or less polished with obviously continued support. So did the Korean and Japanese version of the game just come out unpolished, rushed to release so they can hurry up and make some money to finish off, to get ready for global? Like, is that what I'm hearing? Is that what I'm reading here? Please help me understand, because this doesn't make any sense what they're doing here. It seems completely ass backwards in my opinion. We are currently in ongoing discussions with the developer regarding the feasibility of optimizing other aspects. We will continue to introduce new adjustments and warmly welcome everyone to actively contribute their ideas and thoughts about the game. I don't feel warmly welcomed in any way with this company over the past year plus. I really do not. I feel like they're just kind of yanking our chain a little bit, just trying to keep us on the leash until they're ready to do something with the game, globally. They've been a lot of hush hush. There's not been very much transparency up until this point. I don't understand what they're doing, what their mindset is, and I feel like they're really just killing all the hype that they could have had. I mean, yes, granted, they will still have some hype, as I said, but it's not going to be anything close to what they should be having or what they will have if they would have just done this properly. I don't know what they're doing. Question 3, when will global version be released? If the optimization progress runs smoothly, we will strive to unveil the global release as quickly as possible and will keep you updated in our community. One thing that they did is they were at I believe they were at the Anime Expo last week or whatever it was, and they were doing a showcase preview, right, of the game that's been out for 2 months in JP and Korea that a lot of players, especially diehard gacha players, already probably picked up and played or watched YouTubers stream or play themselves on their channels. So I just always thought that the marketing strategy behind the wording on that was really weird, because it's like, what do you mean preview? Like a sneak peek or whatever, whatever lingo they were trying to use. It was weird to me because it's like the game is out. This is 2023. This isn't 2010. We can go out and we can see any games we want from any region somewhere, and we'll find the APKs if we need to, and we'll be able to go in there, download the game, and play it before it's even in English if we really, really want to. We live in a new age where everything is very connected by the internet. It's just weird to me. Anyways, What does a soft launch mean? The purpose of soft launch is to ensure the stability of the game. We would validate the optimizations we made or localization, whether suit the play styles of the global user. Now, again, another situation here is really weird. Why do you need a soft launch to test the server stability of the game when you should already be doing that in the Korean and JP version of the game? Like, I understand you're not going to be, the game's going to be in 2 different servers, but it should be from the same fundamentals, the same functionality, the same framework as the JP and Korean version. It's just, it's going to be for global and not those 2 specific regions. But the server stability issue should have already been place tested, because again, you're just telling me that you released the game, rush to release in JP and Korea, unpolished completely. So if I'm a JP player or Korean player and I'm reading this, I'd be extremely pissed. I would be, because what I'm reading here is, oh, you just gave us a subpar version of the game then. That's what I'm reading. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. How will the Canada version differ from the global one? Soft launch version will be combined with the global version eventually. Well, I mean, duh. That's why there's no reason not to try and jump into Canada version and play it now, as soon as it's available in August. And will appear as one of the servers of global version. Probably like, oh, one of the servers. So there's going to be multiple servers in global. Okay. However, as Canada players will be in a different server, these players will not meet players from other regions in the game and will not be able to transfer their progress into other regions' server. So basically, if what you're telling me is global version is going to have multiple servers, does that mean you're going to have like Canada, United States, the UK? Like, are you going to be doing that? Because that's a little weird. Or are you going to do North America, Europe, Southeast Asia, things like that? Is that what you're going to do? So I'm very confused what they're trying to do here with this. Because they said that it will be combined with global version eventually, but then said it'll appear as one of the servers on global version. However, as Canada players will be in a different server, these players will not meet players from other regions in the game. So I need a little bit more clarification there on how they're actually going to be doing the servers there. Does that mean if I play on a Canadian version of the soft launch and, in global drops, am I going to be able to play with other global players that are coming in? Or do they have to actually select my specific server on the global version to be able to play with them players? Like, I need to know what's going on here. Is there cross-server when it comes to, like, guilds and stuff of that nature? We need a little bit more clarification here, because that would suck if I have to play on a soft launch and then make a whole new account when global launch drops. I don't know. We'll see. Will the game account created in soft launch be deleted after the global launch? Well, no, obviously. I don't need whoever even asked that question. Like, what kind of question is that? Users who bind their accounts to the third-party account can keep their game account and top up records after the global launch. Will Canada players have more advantage in PvP mode since they launched earlier? No. We assure each player has fair competition in PvP mode. The PvP mode will only match the players in the same server. Well, that just tells me what I need to know about there being any kind of cross-server play there. So that's, okay. That basically means that I'm probably going to have to make a whole new account on global launch then, because, yeah, that probably means that you're probably not going to be able to share friends. You're probably not going to be able to share guild members. And obviously, you're not going to be able to do PvP. So they are seemingly going to separate them in individual servers within the global version. Okay, so basically, you're just playing soft launch just to test the game, unless you actually live in Canada. All right, well, that's pretty much all the information we really have right now at this time concerning Black Clover Mobile. Let me know what you guys and gals think in the comments section below. I know I went on a bit of a little rant here, but it is very appalling to me how they're handling this game's global launch. And really, again, if I was playing the JP version or the Korean version of the game, I'd be pretty upset as well, considering reading this, they're kind of telling me that I have an inferior version of the game. Unpolished version of the game. So it is a little strange. The wording is a little bit odd, and the way that they're kind of preparing for global launch has been a little lackluster, to say the least. But again, let me know what you guys and gals think in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, tick notifications, join us in the Discord in the description below, and of course follow us on Twitter at @XSmedia. And I'll catch you guys and gals in the next one. Until then,